The Leadership in Law podcast is powered by Law Marketing Zone. Transform your firm's digital presence with expert marketing solutions tailored exclusively for attorneys at lawmarketingzone.com.
Welcome to the Leadership in Law podcast with host Marilyn Jenkins. Cut through the noise, get actionable insights and inspiring stories delivered straight to your ears. Your ultimate podcast for navigating the ever-changing world of law firm ownership. In each episode, we dive deep into the critical topics that matter most to you, from unlocking explosive growth to building a thriving team. We connect you with successful firm leaders and industry experts who share their proven strategies and hard-won wisdom. So, whether you're a seasoned leader or just starting your journey as a law firm owner, the Leadership in Law podcast is here to equip you with the knowledge and tools you need to build a successful and fulfilling legal practice.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're jumping into something, well, frankly, urgent. It's this massive shift happening in legal marketing. For law firms, the way potential clients find you, how they choose you locally, it's completely changing.
It really is.
And look, if your whole digital plan is still stuck on, old school SEO, search engine optimization, the hard truth is you might be fading out, becoming invisible.
That's exactly the reality we're facing in 2026. So today, we're doing a deep dive into really the definitive guide for navigating this. It's the completely new and updated 2026 edition of the book, the 2026 Local SEO Playbook for Law Firms. Outrank, outshine, outperform in the age of AI search.
Right, and this book is by Marilyn Jenkins, who's a real pro in digital growth strategy. And it's not just like a minor refresh of the 2025 version.
No, not at all.
It's a major strategic rethink. And crucially, this 2026 edition has 4 entirely new chapters. They're all about AI-powered search and this move towards what we're calling AEO, answer engine optimization.
That's the core concept, AEO.
And just so everyone knows, if you want this guide, you can find it right now on Amazon. Physical book, ebook, it's there.
Yeah, definitely grab it. Look, our goal today for you listening is to basically give you the shortcut. We're pulling out the blueprint from the book for handling this AI reality.
Meaning the steps you need to take so your firm gets recommended, not just, lost in some list.
Exactly. Recommended by the systems clients are already using. Think ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google's AI stuff, even voice assistants like Siri or Alexa. They're making choices for users.
Okay, let's unpack this huge shift. The book says the core problem is, well, the internet's changing, right? From searching for links to searching for actual answers.
That's it.
How does that play out for a law firm trying to get clients in 2026?
The issue is getting the answer before the click even happens. Think back a few years. Someone needs, say, a personal injury lawyer. They type it in Google, get 10 blue links.
Right, and they have to click through, compare sites.
Exactly, but now the system, the AI is expected to do that work. It synthesizes info and gives a direct, actionable answer right at the top, often with local recommendations baked in.
And this is especially true locally. I saw a stat in the source about near-me searches.
Oh, yeah, it's huge. Over 900% increase in recent years for near-me searches. But the context is what's critical now.
It's not just the Google Map pack anymore.
Right. If you ask Siri, find a tenant dispute lawyer in Seattle, you expect a name, an actual recommendation, instantly.
And the book makes this really bold claim.
Mm-hmm.
It says if your firm isn't optimized for AI, you're basically invisible to the majority of your potential clients, even if your old SEO is great.
That invisibility, it's the price for sticking to old metrics. You could be number 1 on Google for a keyword, technically, but if an AI overview answers the question using your competitor's info, or Alexa names another firm, your ranking means nothing. 0.
Wow.
So the book hammers this home. You have to shift focus, optimize for the 3 main AI intermediaries deciding things.
Okay, let's break those down. What's Google doing?
So first, you've got Google AI Overviews. You might remember it as SGE, Search Generative Experience. These are the AI summaries right at the top of Google results.
Very top.
Yeah. They pull together verified facts from trusted sites into one answer, being cited in that overview. That's the new gold standard. It's like the old featured snippet, but on steroids.
So getting cited there means Google sees you as the expert for that question.
Precisely. It's the highest trust signal they can give. Now, the second intermediary is all about conversational search.
Right, like talking to an AI.
Exactly. ChatGPT search. People are using these big language models, these LLMs, for research before they even search traditionally. They're asking complex legal questions.
Not just keywords, but full questions like,
What are the risks of a revocable trust in Florida? And who's good for estate planning near Boca Raton? ChatGPT, especially the versions that can search the web live, gives detailed answers and, increasingly, specific recommendations.
they said.
Based on the firm's online presence, their authority, stuff that can be checked, verified, and the user trusts it differently, almost like a mini consultation summary.
Okay, and the third type, the dedicated answer engines.
Yeah. Number 3 is Perplexity and other answer engines. These platforms are built from the ground up to give cited, filtered answers. Their whole point is cutting through the noise.
Delivering verified info fast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Users trust them to do the research. So if you get cited by Perplexity, your digital footprint needs to be squeaky clean, easily verifiable.
So if we boil it down, SEO was about ranking, getting your links seen. But AEO, answer engine optimization, is about being the answer, getting the recommendation, the citation.
That's the core difference. You're optimizing for AI comprehension and AI verification. It's not just about keywords or page speed anymore.
It's about structuring your stuff so the AI can grab the answer, check it fast, and confidently tell the user, trust this source.
Yes. And that needs a totally different content approach than what most firms are doing.
Okay, that makes sense. So let's dig into that. If the goal is to be the trusted source AI recommends, how does a firm actually build that digital credibility? Marilyn Jenkins, the author, outlines 5 core AEO principles.
Right. These are like the new rules for digital legal marketing. They really shape what you write and, crucially, how you prove it.
So what's the first principle?
Principle 1 is verifiable. This is huge. AI systems need corroboration. They need proof.
They don't just take your website's word for it.
Absolutely not. If your site says you're the top expert in high net worth divorce in Miami, the AI goes looking. It checks independent, high authority sources.
Okay, so practically, what does that mean for a law firm?
Yeah.
What kind of proof is the AI looking for?
It means making sure your profile on the Florida Bar website matches what your site says. It means directories like AVVO or Martindale-Hubbell need to be consistent about your expertise.
The basics.
Yes, but it goes deeper now. You need to use structured data markup or schema. This is code on your website.
Right. Schema tells search engines what your content means.
Exactly. And you need to use legal-specific schema terms to label your specializations, your jurisdictions, certifications, things like that, in a way machines can read perfectly.
So you claim it on the page, reinforce it with schema code, and then third-party sites confirm it.
That's the trifecta. When those align, your confidence score with the AI goes way up. Using schema proactively to tag everything case results, bar admissions, that's the advanced play here.
Got it. The AI is checking references on the fly. Okay, principle 2 is comprehensive. How comprehensive are we talking? Do I need to write a textbook?
Not quite a textbook, but close. You need to answer the question so thoroughly that the user doesn't have another immediate follow-up question.
More than just a quick overview.
Definitely. The book contrasts a, say, 300-word blog post on eviction law with a 1,500-word guide. That guide doesn't just define eviction.
It covers the whole process.
Yeah, it details the steps, the timelines, the specific forms for that county, common offenses, possible outcomes, everything. It shows deep, specific knowledge.
And the AI trusts that depth more.
It does, because the surrounding content provides context. If an AI pulls a fact from a really deep guide, it feels safer, like it's not taking something out of context, a shallow page. Riskier for the AI. It'll likely favor the comprehensive source.
Makes sense. Okay, principle 3, clear. The book says clarity beats sophistication. That sounds tricky for lawyers who rely on precise legal terms.
It is a balancing act, for sure. But AI models can get confused by dense legalese. They might misinterpret it, what they call hallucination.
So you need to write more naturally.
Yes, like you're explaining it to a client or even a family member. Use conversational language, short sentences for key points. If you must include complex legal language, maybe put it in a separate, clearly marked section.
But the main answer up front should be plain English.
Absolutely. Put the summary answer right at the top, clearly. That lets the AI grab the main takeaway without getting tangled in complex phrasing. Clarity helps extraction.
Okay. Next up, principle 4, current. This seems obvious for law. Things change so fast.
It's critical. Recency is a huge trust signal for AI. Laws change, rulings happen. If someone asks about, say, 2026 tax code changes, and your site has a post from 2019,
The AI is going to ignore it.
or worse, rank it down significantly, you need to actively show your content is current. Put a last updated January 2026 right on the page.
And keeping things updated signals you're actively managing your site.
Exactly. Content that hasn't been touched in years signals neglect. That actually lowers your overall site authority score in the AI's view. You have to stay current.
All right, finally, principle 5, authoritative. This sounds like the big one. Often called EAT experience, expertise, authoritativeness, trustworthiness.
It really is the culmination. Authority isn't something you just claim, you have to earn it and prove it. For lawyers, it's built through years of practice, specific case successes you can mention, carefully respecting confidentiality, certifications.
Recognition from others.
Yes, peer recognition, awards. The AI pulls all these signals together. It looks externally. Are you quoted in the local paper? Have you published in legal journals? Do your client reviews mention complex cases you handled?
So it's not enough just to say it on your About Us page.
Not anymore. EAT in the AI era demands active, external proof. You have to demonstrate you're the expert, not just state it.
Wow, okay. Those 5 principles, verifiable, comprehensive, clear, current, authoritative, really lay the groundwork. It's not just writing, it's proving. Let's shift to part 3. How do we actually optimize the content itself for AI?
Right, this is about making it easy for the AI to find and use your information. The goal is what the book calls the easy extract format.
Easy extract. I like that. How does the AI even read our stuff?
Well, the source breaks it down into roughly 4 steps. First, the AI tries to understand the query. Then it retrieves relevant information from various sources. Then, crucially, it evaluates the sources looking at authority, consistency, how recent it is. Finally, it synthesizes the info and gives an answer or recommendation.
So our job is to make that retrieval and evaluation super easy for the AI.
Exactly. And that starts with how you structure things, even your headings.
Headings, how so?
Use question-based headings. Mirror how real people ask questions. Instead of a formal heading like dissolution of marriage proceedings timeline.
Which no client would ever type.
Right. Use what they'd actually ask. How long does a divorce take in Illinois? Using the natural question helps the AI match the user's query directly to your content. Big confidence booster for the AI.
Okay, natural language questions as headings. And then under the heading, you mentioned a key rule for AEO.
Yes, the absolute must-do. Direct and immediate answers. State the answer right away. First sentence if possible.
So for that divorce question,
The first sentence should be something like, in Illinois, an uncontested divorce usually takes 3 to 6 months. Contested cases, more like 12 to 18 months, sometimes longer. Then you add the details, it depends, the context in the next paragraph.
because the AI can just grab that first sentence.
Precisely. It can confidently extract that snippet as the answer. If you bury the main point deep in the text, the AI might just grab a competitor's clear, upfront answer instead. Don't bury the lead.
And we should also use formatting that AI likes, like lists.
Definitely. This ties back to making things scannable and clear, which AI loves. So use lists, bullet points, and tables.
Give me an example.
Okay, say you're explaining what documents do I need to file bankruptcy. Don't just write a dense paragraph, break it into a bulleted list, instantly clear for humans and AI.
Or comparing costs.
Use a table. Litigation fees versus mediation costs. Perfect for a table. The structured format is ideal for AI extraction. Perfect for getting into those AI overviews or answers from Perplexity.
This focus on tactical optimization brings up a really important point, ethics. Especially for lawyers using AI to help create this content. The book talks about a 70-30 rule.
Yes, 70-30 rule is essential. It's the ethical guardrail. It says, look, AI is great for efficiency. Maybe it helps with the first draft, an outline, checking grammar. That's the 30%.
Okay, so AI handles maybe 30% of the workload.
At most. The other 70%, the real substance, must come from the attorney's verifiable expertise, their specific local knowledge, their authentic voice, and insights.
How does a firm ensure that 70% is genuinely theirs and not just, a well-polished AI draft?
That 70% has to include things an AI can't know. Specific state laws as applied locally, nuances of county court procedures, insights from recent specific case law, local examples. That's the human expertise.
If it just sounds like generic AI content.
It won't have the EET weight, it won't get cited. The burden's on the firm to inject that real, verifiable value.
And the human element is non-negotiable when it comes to client information and actual legal advice.
Absolutely critical. Two huge red lines here from the source material. First, never ever input confidential client data into general AI tools. The risks are just too high.
Privacy, security.
All of it. Second, AI can assist, but the final legal advice, the ethical calls, understanding a client situation, applying judgment that must be the licensed human attorney.
The attorney is still ultimately responsible.
100%. Responsible for accuracy, avoiding unauthorized practice of law. AI is a powerful assistant, but it doesn't have a law license or ethical obligations. The human leads.
Right. Okay, so we've covered AEO principles and content tactics. Let's move to part 4. The foundational stuff AI relies on. Starting with NAP consistency. Name, address, phone number. Why is this suddenly even more important?
Because verification is AI's prime directive. When an AI is pulling info from everywhere to recommend a local firm, inconsistencies in your basic NAP info, that's like static on the line.
It creates doubt for the AI.
Exactly. If your name, address, phone number isn't identical, perfectly identical everywhere online, the AI sees conflicting data. And what does it do? It lowers your confidence scoring.
Can you give an example? Something small that can cause big problems.
Oh, easily. Street abbreviations. Your Google business profile says 123 Main Saint, Suite 500. Your website footer says 123 Main Street, State 500.
Ah, Saint versus Street, Suite versus State.
Yep. To an AI, those might look like two different places. Or using a call tracking number on one directory but your main office number on Google. Even a slightly different business name variation. Or missing a suite number. It's messy data.
And if that confidence score drops because of messy NAP?
The AI will almost certainly pick a competitor with clean, consistent data. It defaults to the safer bet. So perfection across Google Business Profile, the legal directories like AVVO and Martindale-Hubbell, local Chamber of Commerce, State Bar, it's not optional anymore. It's mandatory for getting recommended.
Wow, the details matter. Okay, next foundation. Strategic backlinks. The book calls them the digital referral network. We know links are like votes, but how does AI look at them differently?
AI reads the story your backlinks tell. It's looking beyond just the number of links. It wants relevance and authority, especially local relevance and authority.
This is not just about getting any link from a high domain authority site.
Less so now. In the AEO world, a link from some generic national blog, much less valuable than a link from a trusted local source. You need to leverage the local advantage.
Okay, so what kind of local links really count? What signals that local authority to an AI?
Think about links that prove you're important here, in this specific place. Your local bar association directory, for sure. An article you wrote for the city's business journal. Getting quoted by the local newspaper or a community news blog.
Community involvement, too.
Yes, the source mentions that specifically. Say you sponsor a local charity event, like a holiday toy drive. The local news covers it and links to your firm's site. That's gold.
Why is that so valuable?
Because it signals authentic local presence and authority. It tells the AI, this firm is a recognized, trusted entity in this specific community. That directly supports the near me searches. It confirms you're the right choice for that geography.
Okay, NAP, consistency, local backlinks. Let's wrap up the tactical side with measurement. Old metrics were rank, clicks. What do we need to track now in the AI era?
Right, the game changed, so the scoreboard has to change too. Those old metrics, local pack rank, click-through rate, they still matter, sure.
Yeah.
They don't show the full picture anymore.
So what are the new AI era metrics?
The book highlights 3 key ones. First is citation frequency.
Citation frequency, meaning how often AI quotes you.
Exactly. It measures how often your specific content, an answer, a stat, a recommendation gets directly referenced or cited by AI platforms like Google's AI Overviews or Perplexity. It's not about clicks. It's about the AI trusting your information. Consistent citation means the AI sees you as a go-to source.
Okay. Second metric.
AI recommendation rate. This is more direct. It's the percentage of relevant conversational queries someone asking Alexa or ChatGPT for a lawyer where the AI actually names your firm.
So find a top property lawyer in Phoenix, and it says your firm's name.
That's the goal. That's the win in AEO, getting that explicit recommendation from the machine.
And the third metric.
Source authority score. This is about the quality of who's linking to you or citing you. Are the sources mentioning you actually trusted by the AI models themselves? A citation from a low-trust source doesn't help much. You want mentions from high-authority entities that the LLMs respect.
Tracking all this sounds complicated. Are there tools available?
Thankfully, yes. The source mentions we're not just guessing anymore. Tools are catching up.
Like what?
It highlights a few. Keyword.com used to be. SERPbook apparently has features to track how you appear in generative answers. Rankability's AI Analyzer and SEMrush Enterprise AIO are also named specifically as tools that can monitor how often your brand gets mentioned or cited by LLMs like ChatGPT and Perplexity.
So you can actually measure if your AEO efforts are working.
Right. You need to invest in monitoring these new metrics. They show if you're actually achieving the goal, getting recommended by AI.
This has been incredibly insightful. It's a huge shift from SEO to AEO, and honestly, it sounds like the bar is much higher now for firms to get noticed. Perfection, verifiable authority, seems demanding.
It is a challenge, there's no doubt. But, there's another way to look at it. It's kind of a democratization of expertise.
Sure.
The AI doesn't really care about your marketing budget size. It cares if you are, verifiably, the best answer, the most authoritative source. So this 2026 landscape actually rewards firms, maybe smaller ones too, who adapt quickly, who focus on building that real provable authority, the EEE we talked about.
And the human connection still matters.
Absolutely. Build that authentic trust and expertise so strongly that the AI has to recommend you. Technology gives you the tools, the speed, the efficiency, but that underlying trust, that's still the most important currency, especially in law.
That's a fantastic way to put it. Technology serves trust. So for everyone listening, if you're thinking, okay, I need to do this, but how? Where should they turn?
Well, if you want help applying these strategies, auditing your current setup, your NAP, your backlinks, your content for AEO, the source material points towards the experts who literally wrote this playbook.
You mean Law Marketing Zone?
Exactly. Visit Law Marketing Zone. Their website is https://lawmarketingzone.com. They specialize in implementing these AI search strategies and doing the audits needed to get your digital house in order.
And they have a pretty clear goal, right?
Yeah, they're aiming to help 500 law firms hit 7-8 figures in revenue over the next 3 years using these kinds of advanced strategies. So if you need help making these complex changes work for your bottom line, definitely check them out. Start with a consultation.
Excellent advice. Thank you so much for breaking all this down.
My pleasure. It's a critical topic.
Absolutely. And thank you for joining us for the deep dive. We'll catch you next time.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of the Leadership in Law podcast. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. There's a whole community of law firm owners out there facing similar challenges and striving for the same success. Head over to our website at lawmarketingzone.com. From there, connect with other listeners, access valuable resources, and stay up to date on the latest episodes. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform. Until next time, keep leading with vision and keep growing your firm.